Hey, I'm Amanda at Vans.
I'm Kathy.
I'm Laura. And today we're bringing you another DIY. First thing that you need to do is pick either like a jacket or a top that you want to start with as your base piece. We're all using this piece. So I've got a bucket here and I've mixed half water and half Clorox bleach. Be really careful when you're pouring it because it will ruin your clothes or whatever. That's why we're doing it outside in an open area. So I'm going to try to put it in there in kind of a dipping way. And I think like you just have to watch it kind of to see how long to leave it in for. Depending on the fabric, like really thick denim is going to take a lot longer to bleach. Obviously thinner cotton is not going to take as long. So you just have to kind of watch your fabric. Also be careful not to leave it in there too long because bleach can burn through thinner cottons and stuff. Take it out, you just want to wring out as much of the bleach water as possible. Put it in some clean water for a little while to rinse it out. In one of these buckets of clean water, I'm going to try to dump some RIT dye. You can pick this up at a craft store. And so I just dumped it in here, and I'm just going to kind of mix it up a little bit with a glove. Stick the bottom of this one and the ends of those sleeves into this dye. And leave it there for a little while and see how it turns out.
Alright, so now we have the first piece we did, which we RIT dyed the bottom part of it, and now I just did this in the top, and we have two opposite sides.
Picked out this fancy black lace, and I just started by cutting out a square to cover the pocket. I'm going to glue it up, make a hole for the button.
You want to start by just taking the pocket completely off the top flap first, and then just work my way around the pocket, only cutting through the front side. Then you want to take your fabric, or we're all liking this lace today, but you can use any fabric really, and you want to kind of roughly measure how big of a piece you need by just holding it over it. Okay. And then you're gonna take some fabric glue. So then I'm gonna take my lace and just lay it right over the glue and tuck it under all the sides. There you go. And then once that dries, it'll be clear and you'll have an inner lace pocket.
As Amanda has taught you before, you just use this thing and take the back and just grab the end and bend them over.
Now that both my pockets are finished, I want to cut this off and make it more of kind of like a vest feel, I think. So I'm going to cut both sleeves off. So I'm just going to cut right inside the seam. And go ahead and get that sleeve all the way off. I'm going to cut halfway. And then I'm going to fold it and lay it flat and cut the other half so it's even. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to open up the front and glue them back with the fabric glue so that it takes more of like a vest shape. The back of one, I've used just some plain masking tape and I've laid out strips. I want to give it kind of like that American flaggy feel. So I'm going to use the masking to do red and white stripes. So I'm starting with the red. So I masked off where I want to stay white, and I'm just going to paint some red acrylic or fabric paint, whichever one you want to use. I have over here just the plain Clorox bleach, not diluted by water, so be really careful if you pour it. I've just poured it in a cap and I have a paintbrush. And I'm going to try using it to paint a pattern.